literally the hardest shit ever. Like, you cannot do anything. I literally got like one side of my weights racked at the gym because I tried to work out, and they're calling me over the intercom to come get him literally after 5 minutes because he don't want to be with anybody but me. Bro, being a single mom is literally the hardest shit ever. Like, you cannot do anything. I literally got like one side of my weights racked at the gym because I tried to work out, and they're calling me over the intercom to come get him literally after 5 minutes because he don't want to be with anybody but me because I'm the only person with him. But you literally just can't do anything. I'm literally so exhausted from work like 90% of the time, so I don't ever get to do like a good like real workout. And I got up trying to do a workout this evening, and he don't even want to go to the kids club. This is like the 3rd time I've tried to take him. He does not like to be with strangers, so it just makes it hard because I can't do anything. The only time I have help is when I'm working, but I can't ever do anything for myself. And the other parent just gets to do whatever they want. Literally whatever. You can go hang out with your friends, you can work out, you can complain about how tired you are, but really, like, look at my life. Like, look what I have to do every single day. I hate even complaining about this because my mom helps me a lot, and I have a nanny for my son twice a week, but that's while I'm working. I'm working 24/7. As an entrepreneur, my brain is in work mode 24/7. And I only have physical help while I'm working. And so it just makes it difficult whenever I need to do things for myself. Like, my nails are down to the nubs. My toes are a whole different story. Because it's like, when do I have the time? Where's the time to go and do that? Like, I don't have anybody to keep him for me to go sit and get my nails done for an hour. I joined a gym with childcare, and he doesn't want to go to the childcare because he doesn't like strangers. I can't do work from home because if I look down for 2 seconds, he's climbed up on my kitchen island. And then you got to deal with the other party complaining that you're not being nice to them. And cleaning, just cleaning all day, every day. That's literally my life. I needed to let that cry out. It's been a little minute since I've cried. I feel like I've just been so numb to all emotion that I just haven't cried. So that did make me feel a little bit better, but it's been rough recently, and he does not want anybody but me, which I love. My mama heart loves it, but my Caitlin heart, myself, wishes that he could be okay with the childcare so that I could get a workout in. My son is 17 months old, and this has by far been the hardest stage of all of it. Hi, baby. The sweetest, but definitely the hardest, and I'm acquiring a lot of mental strength throughout this, but sometimes you just have a little breakdown. Yeah, it's a lot. But we're gonna figure it out. This is embarrassing. I'll probably delete this later.
All of my single moms, I just need to know, are you guys okay? Like, at what point does it stop being terrifying? That you have someone else's entire livelihood in your hands. having some just really hard days. Were you guys keeping it together?
Now, I've talked about this on my platform a lot of times. If you scroll down, you'll see videos about it. But this is exactly why I can't do motherhood. In this day and age where you're not guaranteed a solid partner to stick around throughout the journey, it's not a risk I'm willing to take. I previously stated in another video that marriage will not save you from single motherhood, and I'm going to expand on that thought a little bit. What I didn't say in that video is marriage does not make you immune to life's problems, and that's what a lot of people are not understanding. Nobody likes to talk about it and say it, but your spouse can pass away. Yes, you would be considered a widower or a widow, but that would make you a single parent. Your partner can become chronically ill. That's a real possibility in life. My mom always told me never have more kids than you can handle taking care of by yourself. And now I understand why. Because at any moment, it doesn't matter if you're married or not, life can put you in a situation where you have to take care of a kid by yourself. And that's not a risk I'm willing to take at any point.
I hate how y'all normalize single motherhood and minimize the hardships of it. So I got a couple things to say. First and foremost, it doesn't matter that women have been doing this for years. I don't give off what my mama, grandmama, your mama, grandmama did. That's not what I want for my life. And just because single motherhood has been around for years still doesn't mean that it's okay or that it should be the norm. The bottom line is that children are created of two parents and they need two parents. They should be raised by two parents. So when that isn't possible and the woman has to take over and handle everything by herself, yeah, it's hard. Yeah, we're gonna complain about it. The financial aspect of it alone, and we're never gonna talk about the emotional and mental. So just because it's common does not make it easy. And we're gonna stop spinning the narrative that because a woman ended up being a single mother that there's something wrong with her too, because that's wild. Please tell me how a man can negate all of his responsibilities for a child that he created, but it's got to be something wrong with me and the reason why he left me and the child that he created and doesn't take responsibility for it. Now, I'm not talking about my situation specifically, but this happens. I'd also like to add that all single moms are not bitter. They're tired, they're burnt out, they're exhausted. That doesn't make them bitter. She probably got an attitude because she ain't slept in 3 days. And another thing I wanted to touch on is that when you're in the moment of things, sometimes people grow and change. Your level of intelligence, your level of morality, whatever you want to call it, is not always the same at every time in your life. Meaning that when a woman got pregnant, abortion may not have been an option to her. She may not have considered that. She also may not have been thinking logically. A lot of us, myself included, made an emotional decision to keep a pregnancy just because we were pregnant and we thought that that was our only option. And as a consequence, we ended up being stuck raising a baby on our own. Now, thankfully, I now have help, but everybody doesn't have that. But it's not anybody's place, and it's not okay to shame a woman for not considering an abortion or for deciding to continue with a pregnancy by a man who she knew wasn't shit. Okay, she made a mistake. Get the fuck over it. And there will probably be a part 2 to this because I can think of a few more things, but for now, rant over.
You want to know what the worst part about being a single mom is you get robbed of a certain motherhood experience. It just doesn't exist for you when you're a single mom. You don't get to operate in a certain way because you're carrying a different type of load. And that, I think, is the most frustrating / heartbreaking thing, because it's just like, damn, if I had a different level of support, the way that I could run, the way that I could carry it. And props for how you carry the load that you have, but it's just like you sit there and you think like, oh, how great could I have been had I had the certain level of support that I deserved during pregnancy, during raising your children, whatever that looks like. It's just like, I don't know, sometimes I have that moment of reflection where I'm like, wow, not only did you like not show up, you stole something from me.
we're gonna sort this out. But I'm just literally in my car and I'm just having a minute. I'm about to have the worst mental breakdown because I don't even know how to like word this, but I've had a really tough morning this morning, and I used to blame myself for a long time, but I feel like children are very ungrateful. They are. But I used to blame myself. I used to be like, you need to be a better parent, you need to step up, you need to do this, you need to do that. But reality is that kids can really test you. They can really, really test you. And I feel so alone in this parenting, if I'm very honest with you. Like, what am I doing? I am actually mentally drained because I feel like I'm tiptoeing. I should be the boss in my house. I should be the mom, you know, but I just feel like sometimes I'm just the maid, the nanny, the babysitter, because I'm scared to go wrong. And it's okay that if I keep failing, it's okay. Like, it's okay to fail and get yourself up. But it ain't me this time. I know it ain't me. And it's like, I don't know. I do everything, freaking everything. Mondays I normally do my food shopping, so I'll go home after I drop off the kids to school. I'll clean the fridge, I'll fill up the fridge for them, and then I'll prepare their dinner. My children have dinner 4:30 because they'll come home and give me a hard time. So I'm like, you know what, okay, I'll prepare your dinner whilst you're at school so it's ready for you. What children are having that? And I'm making meals. Like, I ain't even dashing food in the oven for them or air fryer. I'm making lasagna, I'm making spaghetti bolognese, I'm making beef with rice, roast potatoes, I'm making steak with cream and mash. I'm giving them whatever they want, I'm making it, and I'm making it during the day, so when they come home everything's ready for them. In the mornings after they have their breakfast, I'll give them a snack, or we will even go all the way to Lidl, get fresh croissant. I'll do it. Like, I'm putting things in place just so they try not to give me a hard time. But here I'm dealing with all of this on my own. Mentally I am drained because I feel like if I can't do this, then it's gonna get a lot worse for me. Parenting is hard. We don't get it right. We're not perfect. We can only try. But why do I feel alone? Why do I feel like it's only me? And I know people are going to watch this video and try and be like, oh, you know, you're putting yourself out there on the internet, you're crying, you're doing this, you're doing that. But I feel like sometimes I can relate to strangers that I don't even know. I can relate to other people, and people can advise me and tell me, you know what, you are not alone in this. That's why I can bring it to the internet sometimes. But I don't even want to. Half the times I don't. But I just feel so alone. I've got so much to do, but I just feel like I don't want, the way my morning went, I just don't even want to do anything. I don't want to do anything. But I don't have a choice. I really don't have a choice. I just have to crack on with it. There's no choices for me. But alhamdulillah.
To my single moms going through a difficult co-parenting situation, you need to hear this. I just had an emergency therapy session because I was very anxious, and when I get anxious, my milk supply dries up, so I was like, no, we need to tackle this ASAP. Your co-parent is not the problem. You are in a spiritual warfare with yourself. The spirit is going to use anything familiar, and what he knows is going to irritate you and set off every single bad vibe in your body. You have to decide what you're going to give your peace to or not. And that thing that's coming to destroy your peace is not worth it. Choose that for you. No matter what the other person is doing, choose the peace and the joy for you and for your baby. Don't hold on to your anger, because anger is going to manifest as anxiety, depression, all of that. And I know it's so easy to get angry, but you have got to let it out, especially if you're breastfeeding, because your milk will dry right up and your baby needs to be fed, okay? My milk has now almost dried up twice, and I've had to really be on it, but also letting out that anger and just learning to be loose like a feather. Don't drink the poison and expect the other person to die. The more you fuel yourself with it, the more you look at it, the more you give your time to it, the worse it's going to be for you. And you're just going to be going in the opposite direction. We want to be going up. Don't give it your time. Say, I do not need this. In Jesus' name, get out of my head, get out of my thoughts. This is not what my peace needs, and this is not where my peace is going. Again, the spirit knows how to attack you. Do not let that negative, evil spirit win. Don't let that person be right about you. Don't give that person anything to go off of. Be you, be like Jesus, be forgiving, be loving, be graceful, and you cannot control how anybody else responds to that, what anybody else chooses to do. All you can control is how you respond and the peace that you choose to keep within yourself. My therapist gave a word today, and I hope that can help somebody else.
Like, seriously, lovelies. First of all, I want to say a very big shout out to all the single moms out there. To all the single mothers who are probably doing all of this alone. To all the single mothers who decided that they will leave themselves, focus more on their children, on their kids. To all of the single mothers, most of them, give a pause in their career in order for them to see their little ones come of age a little bit before they can go back to their own life. Most of them end up not even getting the kind of life they want. Like, even as someone, or even in a non-single mom home, it's so difficult raising a kid. Like, it's very difficult for people that is even married, for a couple to raise kids. Let's just assume that this couple, they are married, and probably the man goes to work and the woman stays back at home to take care of kids, probably working from home. It's not easy for the woman who is actually married, or who is in a relationship, or who has a partner, to do this alone, to take care of kids, take care of household, take care of the husband, the school runs, and all of that. It's actually not easy. It's something that is very overwhelming, especially if you are also a working mom, especially if you're someone, oh my God, that can't really go into this multitasking and all of that. Then talk more of a woman who is working with no any emotional support, and who is even not even earning much. You get to wake up, you got to plan your day, you got to take care of your children, take them to school, come back, fix yourself up, go to work, come back. Like, oh my goodness, it's not easy at all. There's a stage in life you have to break down. No matter how the society wants to make it, oh yeah, women are built for that. Nobody is built to suffer. Nobody is built to suffer. Like, guys, if you don't want to be in the life of a woman, can you just stop going ahead to impregnate these women? Seriously, like, I understand relationships. When it all began, it's all rosy, it's all, oh my goodness, I want you to be the mother of my children, I want to spend the rest of my life with you, with all the promises, and this lady is falling for all of your lies and your tricks, and you end up, putting them in a family way, and after which you have to look for another victim, then leaving her in a state of confusion. Even the child support is a problem. Most of them will just pay a child support. Oh, I'm paying a child. It's not even all about the child support. Why not take care of the child? Why the lady pays you a child support? Then you see what is happening. Then you see what it means to raise a human being. It's not easy. Everything about you will be shut down. There is a point in life you just have to run away. You just think of running away because it's too much. You don't even have your life anymore. You limit the way at which you go out. You limit the way at which you have friends. You limit the kind of dream you want for yourself. You can't even pursue your future anymore. All because of what? All because you are busy taking care of someone else. You just want this person to. And these children don't even grow enough. They don't grow. And if you're lucky, most of them, like, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. This is the reason why a lot of women are opting out to, have babies. A lot of men are opting out. So many are just giving birth to one that they can take care of. Sometimes during relationship and marriage, I often advise ladies, especially even if you are married or not, if you're having children, if you want to have children, make sure you are having the number of children you can raise alone. Just even if you're married, just having in the back of your mind that I am having children that I can raise alone, just in case. Nobody is praying for you to not to have a successful marriage or relationship, but as a lady, have it at the back of your mind that when you're having a baby, make sure you have the number of children you know that you can raise alone, because these guys are not trustworthy and you cannot do nothing. If you don't pay for child support, there is nothing you can do about it. You are the mother. Seriously. The sooner everybody starts thinking this way, the better for everyone. Like, if you know that you are incapable of handling being a mother or having children or having the kind of number of children, do not even do it. Do not have these children, because it's mentally draining. It's, oh my goodness, like seriously, it's not easy at all. When I saw this video, I totally understand, because wow, sometimes some guys like, what is there to raise a child? But just as a lady, and you're hearing the voice of the sound of my voice, just try to leave these kids for your husband for just a day or 2 days or 3 days and see what happens. It's not really easy at all. I just feel for these women. I just when I saw this video, it really broke me. I decided to put it up here. If you want to have a baby, do that for yourself. Do that because you want to. Don't allow society to push you not to. And make sure that you are financially capable to do that, so that you can seek help. Anyway, lovelies, why not just leave me your own thoughts in the comment section of what you think of this video. And please do not forget that we do not support any form of bullying and harassment. We are just here for educational and informative purposes. And please subscribe to this channel if you're yet to do that. And I will see you, lovelies, when I upload the next one.